Hi everybody, it's David Fleming here from the Toronto Realty blog, and today I wanted to talk about my good friend, pre-construction. Now, of course, I say that facetiously because if you've ever watched one video or read one blog post, you know that I don't sell pre-construction condos. In fact, I don't like them at all. I don't want anything to do with them. However, today I want to explore the idea of owning a pre-construction condo, which I think is a complete oxymoron. You don't own a condo. You went into a sales center 9 months ago. You signed a piece of paper. You don't own a condo. That condo will be ready in 2016. You'll take occupancy, and then it'll close in 2017 upon final registration, and then you'll own a condo. But in between, you do not own a condo, so please do not believe that you do. How do you sell this non-condo that you don't own? That is what I want to talk about today. Because ladies and gentlemen, once a week, for probably the last 2 years, I get phone calls from people that say, "Hi, I'd like to sell my condo." And I go, "Great, where is it?" And they say, "Well, it's at ICE or Mystery or Symphony or whatever the heck they call condos these days, the ridiculous names." And I say, "Well, hold on a second, you don't own a condo." And they say, "Oh, no, I do. Yeah, I bought it 12 months ago. I put $50,000 down. It's going to be ready in 2016. You don't own a condo. There's nothing built there. It's a giant hole in the ground." This is the education process that is lacking when they go in there and buy it. Because now that they need to sell it, how are you going to do that? Well, you have to assign it, first of all, because the developer will not let you just move on. You have to assign it. You become a third party between you, the developer, and the eventual buyer of your assignment. So when I get these phone calls from people, I ask them a question. Why do you need to sell it? And there's two answers. Number one is, I want to make money, which is stupid because there's no money to be made after you have all of your costs. And if you went into it thinking you're going to make money, good luck. Number two is because you owe the developer money. January 21st, I got to come up with $30,000. Then July 7th, I got to come up with another $30,000. And a lot of people come to me and they say, "I don't have the money to put back into this." And that is a huge mistake, folks. You bought this, you put 50 grand down knowing you're going to have to come up with another 75 that you don't have. What was your plan all along? So when I get these calls, and last week it was someone from Saskatchewan who had bought a waterfront condo in Toronto for $700 a square foot in pre-construction, I say to them, I'm going to ask you 3 questions. And if you answer no to any of these 3 questions, it's going to be impossible for you to sell your condo, which doesn't exist, or effectively assign it. Number 1, are you willing to lose money on this? What do you think they answer? Number 2, are you allowed to list it on MLS? No, the developer is way too smart to let that happen. Number 3, are you willing to pay an 8% commission to an agent, something insane? Well, of course not. They thought maybe they could get a discount broker to do it for 3.5%. So examine these 3 questions again. Are you willing to lose money? No one wants to lose money, right? You would probably sell a stock and take a huge loss and write it off, but no one loses money in real estate, right? Number 2, can you list it on MLS? No, you can't. If you can't list it on MLS, where are you going to sell it? Where are you going to find a buyer for a non-condo, an assignment? Yes, there are a couple brokerages that specialize in assignments, but honestly, how many do they actually move is the question. And number 3, are you willing to pay a ridiculous commission? No, nobody is, right? But think about it. A sales center is offering a 6% commission to an agent that, in my opinion, is going to bury their client into a terrible investment. So if they're getting 6% when they sell it, if they're going to flip your piece of paper, your assignment, are they going to ask for something similar? Now, I want to work through an example. As I said, last week I got a call from someone who spent $700 a square foot on a pre-construction property. It was $500,000, okay, 714 square feet. So let's look at the math here, folks. You paid $500,000. When you close this property, you're going to have massive levies, things that you didn't know about. They call these closing costs, but really what this is it's the developer's costs that he is effectively passing on to you. Now, if you didn't hire a sharp lawyer to put a cap on your levies, which no one does, right? Because I don't want to pay $4 grand for a lawyer when my uncle from Ajax can do it from $800. You're going to be hit with ridiculous closing costs, upwards of $35,000. But for the purpose of this, let's say it's $18,000. So your land transfer tax is $12,200. Your closing costs are $18,000, which could go up, to be honest, because the city wants to double developmental charges. Topic for another day. To sell this $500,000 condo, $25,000 in realtor fees. You're going to have $3,000 in legals. And last but not least, think about the fact that you were in this place for 12 months before registration, paying an occupancy fee. Now, yes, a lot of that occupancy goes towards your taxes and your maintenance, but think about the principal portion of the mortgage you weren't allowed to pay down. So call it $800 a month times 12 months is $9,600. All told, your $500,000 condo, once you were first allowed and prepared to sell it, is $567,800. $567,800. So now you're up to $795 a square foot. So ladies and gentlemen, if you buy this property and you carry it through to the end with all the costs associated, the market has to go up substantially. And if you think that you're going to sell your assignment, who is going to buy it? Why is somebody going to buy from you when they can walk into the sales center and probably get the exact same price from the developer, maybe even some perks, maybe 1 year free maintenance fee, maybe half off a parking space? Who is going to buy it? Why are they going to buy it? What incentive is it? I am of the mindset that you have to lose money on this if you want to move your assignment. You're not going to be able to list on MLS. It's going to be next to impossible. And unless you pay a ridiculous commission, it is, in fact, impossible to sell. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, you don't own a condo. It's not the same thing as resale. So to anybody currently with an assignment, or rather with that condo they don't own and you want to move it, I'm sorry folks, I think it's next to impossible. Good luck.